This is a GK Media podcast. Hello and welcome to another episode of Business Bytes here on Garry Talks. Before I kick off, I just want to give a shout out to the people of Virginia because you listen to Garry Talks the most than any other state in the United States. So thank you very much. Most of our listenership comes from Ireland, followed by the US. So thanks to everyone overseas as well who tune in every week to listen to our latest episodes. Today, I want to focus on the importance of surrounding yourself with positive people in business, and not only in business, but in life. And I often spoke about before that when I started out in business back in 2013, setting up GK Media, one of the most important things for me at the start was to surround myself with people who were my champions, who cheered me on, who just fed me positive words of wisdom. And I'll be honest, it's just as important today. And I think running a business, look, it's challenging, it's demanding, and it's ultimately complex. It demands resilience and it demands a positive mindset. You, of all people, need to hold a positive mindset throughout because you're going to be surrounded and filled with so much negativity and questioning of what it is that you are doing. And they say that the average of 5 people you spend the most time with is who you become. So think about it. If you surround yourself only with positive people, then you will develop a positive mindset because there's no doubt about it. Setting up a business and running a business is very challenging. And you're always going to be filled with doubt. You're always going to wonder, did you make the right decision? So it's important to have that strong foundation of positivity, even if you lose it within yourself, that your circle of trust still supports you with a positive mindset. Because you need encouragement, you need optimism, and you need to have constructive feedback, flourishing from this circle. It's about creating a culture that is encouraging innovation and growth and this sort of can-do attitude where you're viewing obstacles as opportunities rather than insurmountable problems. In other words, you're not focusing on the problem, you're just constantly focusing on solutions. And it becomes contagious. Having this attitude becomes contagious and it transforms the ethos of what you're doing, your company. And it's not about being cautious then or being conservative. It's about taking calculated risks and continuously striving to improve. It encourages you to then be ambitious and become a visionary and constantly thinking and focusing on what you can do with high aspirations, reinforcing your mindset to be positive, to move forward, to create a clear perspective of your goals and what it is that you want and need. And when you have this attitude and you're surrounded with hungry people with the same attitude, it just has a phenomenal result. It's bigger picture thinking. It's long-term thinking. It's pursuing big goals. And it also gives a sense of purpose and it helps with motivation. And it really creates that entrepreneurial spirit that we all strive to have, persisting and never giving up. Self-doubt, you must remember, it's a natural part of all of our DNA makeup, and especially it does play a role in the entrepreneurial journey. I'm 11 years now running GK Media, and I still have moments where I wonder, am I doing the right thing? Should I be changing the course of the business? And there's times when the business could be quiet and you're wondering, okay, is this the end? Did we do something wrong? Why is the phone not ringing? Why are their emails not coming in? And I've often said to people who come to me with the same issue, business is seasonal, Business can be a feast or a famine. So when it's busy, appreciate that you're busy, embrace it. But when it's quiet, when your business is a bit of a famine and there's not much happening, that's also a great time. That's a moment to embrace as well, because that gives you an opportunity to explore other areas and really take yourself out of the business, looking in with a different perspective and see where you can make improvements. Where can you train yourselves up in other areas? Can you improve the equipment you're using, the service, the sales process? It's a really, really important time in a business where you have the time to breathe and make adjustments so you are improving your services or your product. But be careful when the self-doubt creeps in and you surround yourself with negative individuals, because this creates a ripple effect. It hinders your decision making. It stifles your innovation, your mindset growth. And it can be difficult when you're vulnerable not to surround yourself by negative people, or negative people might just creep into your circle without you realizing. And this is where resilience needs to kick in, particularly in the face of setbacks and failures. And again, the message. We learn more from our failures than we do from our achievements. Failure is something that many of us are scared of. But when we look back and see what were the big lessons in life, the big lessons came when we made a big mistake, when we failed, when something didn't work out the way we thought it would. So resilience needs to kick in the minute the negative thinking kicks in. It's not that negative thinking is bad, but if it's allowed to fester and grow, it does become bad because it inhibits you from progress. With resilience, you're promoting a culture of learning and adapting. It's an optimistic outlook, and again, it has the kickback where it encourages a growth mindset and where you're viewing your failures as learning experiences rather than a definitive defeat. Adaptability, enabling your business to adjust, to pivot, to create better strategies. Positive people often bring a diversity of thought and willingness as well. It's not that one perspective through a negative mind. Positive people can be instrumental in helping you overcome challenges and identifying new opportunities. They cultivate a proactive approach to problem solving, which is essential for long-term sustainability and success. So build your network, build your relationships, and make sure that they are positive, because they are an integral part to running your business. Positive people typically build and maintain stronger, more productive relationships. And this translates into more effective collaboration, partnerships, better teamwork, better organization, more fruitful interactions with clients, suppliers, other stakeholders. It has an amazing knock-on effect. And how do you identify a positive individual? Well, they're trustworthy, they're reliable, and trust your gut. See your gut as another emotional organ in your body. It has senses that too often we overlook. Trust your gut when you meet people. Subconsciously, you could be reading body language. Subconsciously, they could be reminding you of someone else who may have been a negative experience for you. They could also remind you of someone who had a positive experience on your life. Are they inspiring you? Are they motivating you? Are they interested in your interests? So in conclusion, a good exercise for you to do today is to sit back and think, who are the 5 most positive people in your life? Who are your champions? Who are your cheerleaders? Who do you want to bring into your circle of trust? Who you can rely on? Who will help you maintain focus? Who will encourage you to be ambitious? Who will stop you from self-doubt? Who will encourage you to be resilient and a better person and to build better relationships? Who can lift you up and ultimately drive your business to greater heights? Thank you for listening.